Hi guys, welcome back. Over the next couple of lessons, we are going to be talking about the environment. Can you say environment?
Environment.
Great job. The environment is the natural world all around us. That's right, everything living and non-living. That includes you and me, those animals and plants that we talked about. Those are the living things, and then rocks and minerals, the non-living. So the natural world and everything inside of it, that's our environment. And we are going to be talking about how we can take care of it. Because out of all of those living things, you, me, the animals, who do you think can best take care of our planet? I think it's you and me. So even though we can't fix, change, or solve everything, maybe you and I can change or fix something in our own environment, in our own home, in our own backyard. Maybe we can come up with a couple of ideas together. No need to worry about it. Just have fun and come up with some ideas and make a change, make a difference. That's why we're here. Okay, so we're gonna put on our thinking caps. Do you have a thinking cap, a favorite hat? This is one of my favorite hats, so I call it my thinking cap. That's right. Put on your thinking cap. We're gonna come up with some good ideas. All right, come right back. I'll see you in a minute. Oh, hi guys. I was just thinking with my thinking cap. Now we were talking about the environment as being the natural world all around us. And that natural world includes something called natural resources. Can you say natural resources?
Natural resources.
Great job, guys. Natural resources are things that exist on Earth naturally that we use to survive here. So, what are these things? Well, they include things like air, water, rocks, soil, animals, plants. That's right, all those things we use to survive. We want to make sure that we protect our natural resources and make sure they last. So, we're going to talk about some ways we can do that. Are you ready? Okay. The first thing we're going to do is talk about reducing. Can you say reduce?
Reduce.
Great job. How can we reduce our use of natural resources? So again, I want to remind you that we're not trying to fix all the problems or change everything we do. I'm just talking about things that maybe we can change in our own home or our own backyard. So I'm going to tell you about one way that I reduce some of the ways I use natural resources. So I notice that sometimes when I brush my teeth, I leave the water running. Remember, water is one of the natural resources. Yep. And so I decided, you know what? One of those changes I'm going to make, I'm going to turn that water off until I'm ready to rinse. Great idea. I made a small change, but it might end up making a bigger impact. Now, can you think of other ways you can reduce? I don't know. Maybe talk to your parents or your adult and see if you can come up with new ideas. Remember, we're being thinkers and contributors. We want to make a change. All right. Now, how about, let's think of some other resources. Plants. We need plants, right? We have these journals. So let me tell you another thing I do. I use a lot of paper in my science classes. And I've been thinking of ways I can stop using so much paper, because where does paper come from? Trees! And why do we need trees? Well, for one thing, those trees make something we need. We need air and oxygen, and those trees make oxygen for us. That's right. Okay, so again, talk about those things and come up with some ideas. All right, number 2, reuse. Can you say reuse?
Reuse.
Great job. What can we reuse? Well, right here, I have something called a plastic bag. That's right. We get them when we go to the store, when we go shopping. And these, we can't do much with them except throw them away. And they fill something called a landfill. Can you say landfill?
Landfills.
That's where all our garbage goes. So whenever I get a plastic bag, I think, how can I reuse this? Well, maybe I can use it for my lunch. Take it to the Beakerz lab all week until it starts to get holes in it. Or Maybe after I get home from the store, I can use it to pick up after my dog. That's another way I can use it. Can you think of other things you can reuse? Talk about that. Put it in your science journal. Okay, number 3, recycle. Can you say recycle?
Recycle.
Great job. Now, recycle is kind of like reuse, except it's way cooler. Now, did you know that there are companies that use plastic, recycled plastic materials from plastic to make shoes, to make toys, to make mattresses, to make pens? What? So cool. You know, some scientists thought of that. They put on their thinking cap and they came up with a great idea. So let's talk about things we can recycle. Well, we know we can recycle plastic, except for this kind of plastic. We can't recycle it. It has to go in the trash. But we can also recycle cardboard, glass, metals, lots of things to recycle. And some products even come with a recycle symbol to help you know which you can recycle. Pretty cool. And our trash companies give us recycle bins. So we have a lot of ways we can recycle. Now, the last thing we're going to talk about is replace. Can you say replace?
Replace.
Great job. So I keep my friend plastic bag here as an example to show you how I've replaced it. Now, instead of getting this every time I go to the store, I will bring a bag that I can reuse. Now, I have to admit, sometimes I forget and it stays in my car when I go to the store, and that's okay. Sometimes we forget. Again, we want to make a difference. We don't want to worry about it or be sad or scared. We just want to contribute how we can. So, replace what you can. So, can you come up with some ideas? I want you to think about it. All right, for your activities in this lesson, I want you to get your science journal out. So our environment also includes our habitats. Do you remember our habitats? We talked about those in the last lesson. Our animal friends are part of our environment. So when you're walking around, I want you to remember in your environment, there's something you need to remember. It's called observe. Can you say observe?
Observe.
Great job. When you are in your environment and you come across an animal habitat, we observe, which means we watch carefully and maybe even make notes about what we see. Because if we do the opposite of observe, which is don't pay attention and walk through their habitat and maybe litter or pollute, we upset their habitat. Maybe we scare them away. Or maybe you see an animal that's so cute and you just want to go cuddle it. Don't do it. Don't do it. You might scare them away from their clean water, their food, their shelter, okay? So we want to be responsible in our environment too. So what I want you to do is I want you to write with your adult ways that you can reduce, reuse, recycle, and replace. If you don't already recycle, maybe you can come up with a fun way to recycle one new thing this week. Maybe it's your cereal box, which is cardboard. Maybe it's your milk container, which is plastic. I don't know, come up with some fun ways. I want this to be fun and innovative. Can you say innovative?
Innovate.
Great job. We're gonna learn that word next time, and we're gonna have so much fun with it. All right, see you guys next time.